We often mistake accumulation for progress. From a young age, we build ourselves out of defensive layers, titles, rigid identities, and achievements. Constructing eventually becomes the primary source of our exhaustion. Think of this as psychological gravity. Each block on this diagram represents scree, the loose debris of old fears and outdated versions of the self. As they accumulate, the downward pull becomes overwhelming. The mountains we struggle to climb aren't made of rock. They are made of our own ego. The past isn't behind us. It's a weight we are actively choosing to drag forward. Escape requires a complete reversal of our instincts. Instead of asking what we can add to our lives to feel lighter, we have to look at the conflict shifts from external struggles to a quiet, internal dismantling of attachments. Elevation is not a reward for what you gain. It is the natural result of what you are willing to let go. This internal work happens in a silent room. It's a tussle with the ghosts of who you used to be, fought entirely within the boundaries of your own heart. You cannot fight the ego with blunt force or outward aggression. Those are just more tools of the ego itself. This requires a surgical touch. It involves identifying specific, lingering versions of the self, the person who was slighted, the person who was afraid, and cleanly severing the ties that keep them tethered to your present. Selective pruning clears the clutter. By removing the dead wood of the shrewd old ego, you create the necessary clearance for your core to breathe. This systematic removal doesn't leave you diminished. It clears the floor of the mind, providing the open space required for something new to take root. The moment of victory is subtle. It's the sensation of rising exactly 1 inch above the person you were yesterday. You don't need to reach the heavens to prove you've changed. You only need to break the magnetic friction that kept you pinned to your old identity. That single inch of clearance represents a total severing of the psychological gravity we established earlier. The past no longer has a surface to grip. To an observer, nothing has changed, but for you, the physics of your existence have been rewritten. We often fear that if we remove our labels and our history, there will be nothing left of us. Look at this silhouette here. This void isn't an absence, it's a nursery. It is the hollow space where potential finally has room to expand. When the loud, isolated ego is removed, your awareness is no longer confined to a single small story. It expands to a cosmic scale. In this total stillness, you finally catch the rhythm of a larger shared potential, a heartbeat that was always there, just drowned out by the noise of the self. Subtraction provides the architecture for power. By becoming hollow, you become a vessel for something much larger than your history. Quiet, grounding. Let that cosmic scale settle back down into the quiet reality of this moment. We are taught to look outward for meaning, to search the stars or distant heavens for a glimpse of the divine. But as the debris of the ego is cleared away, a single unwavering spark remains. This light doesn't flicker or fade. It stays steady because it no longer has anything to hide behind. The final realization of the subtractive process is that the hollow space and the spark are one. When you remove everything you are not, you finally encounter what you have always been. The divine isn't a destination, it is you.